Hi everyone, it's so lovely to see you here again. Thank you for coming to join me for some yoga. I want to share with you today a yoga practice which is very gentle. This practice will be very gentle and will incorporate some elements of self-massage. So as well as being a yoga teacher, I'm a massage therapist, and one of the best things that we can do for our bodies, one of the nicest ways that we can really connect with our bodies and start to help our bodies get moving is through touch. And we can do that for ourselves as well as by having a massage with somebody else. So we're going to be seated for this whole practice. And you want to find a chair that you can sit quite comfortably on with your feet on the floor. And so what that probably means is, I'll show you, I'll just spin my chair around to the side to just show you how I've got this set up. My chair is a slightly rusty chair from our garden. And my cat is very keen on it, clearly. What I do here is I just sit a little bit away from the back of the chair. So I'm sitting myself up. No, you can't come up here. So I'm sitting myself up. And at the end of the class, when we come into our relaxation, we will sit back in the chair and we will lean back. So if you want to pop a cushion behind you for that support, you're welcome to do that. So I'm going to come back around and face you because that's the easiest way, I think. My cat is called Marlow. He's 11, he's a rescue, and he's very noisy. And I feel a bit cruel shutting him out of the room. So if he's making lots of noise, I will shut you out. But otherwise, you can join in with yoga. He's very good at yoga. I can't, I've got to teach. I can't be having you up here on my lap. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to get started by finding ourselves in a comfortable position on our chair with our hands, maybe resting on our knees, or another nice option is to have one hand on your tummy and one hand where your heart is. So hands can come into contact with the body if that feels good, if that feels like a useful way for you to get in contact with the body, or you can rest your hands on your knees if that's more comfortable. So you choose however works for you. Bring yourself into a comfortable seated position and maybe close down your eyes here. If you don't want to close your eyes, you're welcome to bring your gaze just to look down at the floor. And we're starting off by drawing our attention into our body, noticing how the body feels. And it's okay if the first sensations that you notice are discomfort or pain or stiffness. Often actually restlessness is quite a big one. If you notice those things, that is fine. Make some space for them, allow them to be here. And then see if you can let your attention move on and start to look for other sensations in the body. Notice how your mood is. Maybe notice how your energy level is. And then eventually, you might be able to come to notice how you're breathing. And you don't need to change the way you're breathing. The way you're breathing is perfect. It's doing a great job. You're just seeing if you can become aware of how your breath feels in the body. Maybe noticing how the breath moves in the body. We're going to take one or two more breaths here, just noticing how the body is. And then when you feel ready, take an inhale breath Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And use your exhale breath to let your chin drop down to your chest. So you don't have to force your chin down. You're just letting your head hang forwards and feeling a bit of a stretch maybe in the back of your neck and across the top of your shoulders. If you like this sensation and you feel comfortable here, you could choose to put one hand and then the other hand on the back of your head. And you're not pulling, you're just using the heavy weight of the hands to encourage the neck a little bit longer. If that feels too intense or you don't want to do that, it doesn't feel good in your shoulders, let your hands just rest in your lap. Take a last breath here. And then if the hands are on the head, you're going to bring the hands down one at a time. And you're going to bring the hands together. So maybe still keeping the eyes closed, bring the palms of the hands together, let all the fingertips match up. Notice how the hands feel. If the hands feel warm, send all of your attention to noticing that warmth. If the hands feel cold, rub them together. Rub them together to see if you can create a bit of heat between your hands. So rub them together quite quickly. Notice if that warmth starts to feel there between the palms. You can notice the hands getting warm. And then when the hands feel a bit warm, you're going to bring the palms of the hands over the eyes. Let your head rest in your hands. Let your palms create a warm darkness over your eyes. And then use your hands to bring your head back up to the top. Once the head is back up at the top, you're going to let the hands gently begin to slide down the face. Maybe the thumbs massage your temples. Maybe the fingers massage across your forehead, your eyebrows, your hairline. The fingertips will travel down the sides of the face, maybe stroking along the cheekbone and back again. Coming down the sides of the cheeks, maybe massaging across the front of the ear. Maybe the back of the ear. Look for bits that feel really nice here. Maybe stroking around the jaw and back again. And then from here, we're going to come into some stroking through the neck. So with one hand or two hands, I want you to just see if you can find a rhythm that suits you, stroking down one side of the neck. You can go all the way around to the back of your neck, don't forget. In the front. So maybe you're just doing one hand, maybe you're doing, like I'm doing, hand over hand on one side of your neck. The back corner, maybe a bit down the top of the shoulder. And then we're going to do that around to the other side. So take it around to the other side and just stroking at your own pace. Maybe the back of your neck, maybe the top of your shoulder. See if you can find something here that feels very nice, actually. So it might be that you like the sensation of going slower, or maybe you want to put more pressure on. You can choose. We'll take a last couple of strokes here. And then we'll bring the hands back to center and just stroke them down the front of the chest until both hands are resting one on top of the other over your heart. We'll take a big breath in here. Maybe a sigh out through your mouth. Feel your warm hands resting on your chest. Your warm hands against the body. Maybe underneath the hands, you can feel your heartbeat. If you want to, you might give the chest a bit of a stroke with the fingertips. That might feel nice. And then when you feel ready, we're going to let the hands drift up and overhead. So the hands don't have to go right the way up above the shoulders. They go nice and slowly. And I want you to take them to the place that feels comfortable for you. So for me, I quite like having my hands out very wide and quite low down. It feels better in my shoulders. I do a lot of hands overhead in other types of class. And in this class, it makes much more sense for me to have my hands out at a comfortable place. Once you've got your hands out at a comfortable place, I want you to start to circle your wrists. And it doesn't matter if they don't go at the same time, or if they're a bit crunchy, or they don't draw a circle and it's a bit more like an egg shape, that's okay. You're circling your wrists, and as you circle, I want you to start to bring your hands down. So you're going to circle the hands all the way down until they are by your sides, maybe noticing how that feels in your shoulders. And then we're going to do exactly the same again. Breath in, hands go up. They drift up to wherever it feels comfortable. And this time we circle the other way. So see if you can remember what you did last time and circle your wrists the other way. We're going to bring our hands right the way down. I always feel there's something a bit flamboyant about this. Maybe you can enjoy it, feeling a bit like a fancy magician's assistant. That's how I feel. Bring your hands all the way down to by your sides. Lovely. So we're going to start to think about our hands and paying our hands and our arms a little bit of attention. Extend your right hand out in front of you. And you'll notice that I'm going to keep a bend in my elbow all the time here, and that's going to help to keep my shoulder relaxed and soft. Once you've got your right hand extended out in front of you, you're going to bring your left palm onto your forearm and just stroke your left palm along your right forearm slowly. That's it, it's that simple. You're going to stroke your hand along the forearm and then down onto your opposite hand, and just use one hand against the other to slightly encourage the hand back and open. So a little bit of a stretch at the end, not a big stretch. Keep it gentle. We'll let that go. Maybe give the right hand a bit of a shake, a bit of a wiggle, and we'll do the exact same thing again. So left palm strokes down the right forearm, over the wrist. Go slowly, see if you can enjoy the warmth of the hand, and onto the palm, where you create that little bit of a stretch by spreading the fingers out wide. We'll pause here in the stretch, shoulder is relaxed, take an inhale breath. Exhale, let it go, ease off, let that go. Maybe the right wrist gets a little bit of a roll, a bit of a stretch. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So, left hand is out in front. Your hand is relaxed, your arm is relaxed, your shoulder is nice and soft. If you struggle to keep your hand lifted here, you can always pop a cushion in between your hand and your lap and rest your hand on a cushion, if that works for you. We're going to bring the right palm onto the left forearm and start that stroke down. So as we stroke down the forearm, notice how the arm feels. Notice tense bits in the arm. Stroke onto the palm of the hand and spread out the fingers. And then we'll let that go. Give the left wrist a bit of a wiggle, a bit of a shake. And we'll do the same thing again. Right hand strokes down the left palm. Strokes down the left forearm onto the left palm. Go slowly. Stroke through the palm of the hand. One hand against the other. We'll pause here. Take a big inhale. Exhale to release, to let that go. Beautiful. Give their hands a bit of a roll. So our next little bit of movement comes a bit more into the arms and the neck. We're going to take our arms up to a comfortable position. So they might come out in front, they might come overhead, your choice. You're going to bring your left hand onto the back of your right hand. And it doesn't matter if your arms drop down quite a lot here. That is fine. You can do this straight out in front instead if you'd rather. Once you've got one hand on the back of the other, you're going to start to stroke your left hand down the back of your right hand, down the back of your right arm, down the back of your right elbow. I'm just showing you here. Down the back of the arm, back of the shoulder. And it might feel nice here to think about reaching your right fingertips away as your left hand strokes up the side of your neck. And then you're going to slide the hand back across the front of the chest, across past the armpit, the top of your arm, so coming back down the front of the arm, forearm, wrist, palms of the hands come together. We're going to do that exactly the same again. Relax your arms if you need to in between. Release your shoulders. And then when you're ready, the arms float to wherever is comfortable. The left hand comes onto the back of the right hand. back of the right hand, and you're stroking down the back of the arm, past the back of the wrist. Go slowly. See if you can enjoy the sensation of your warm hand against your skin. Slide up the back of the arm, the back of the shoulder as much as you can. Reach out through your right fingertips as you slide the hand up the side of the neck. So your choice about how much you bring yourself into that neck stretch, but it can feel nice to be active here. Slide back, hand across the front of the chest, past the armpit, bicep, the inside of the elbow, the forearm, until two hands come palms together. And then we'll just let that go. Relax the arms. We're going to do the same on the other arm. Notice how your how your right arm feels now. Notice if it feels tingly, more active. We'll do the same on the other side. When you're ready, floating your arms to a comfortable place and bringing your right hand onto the back of your left hand. Slide the right hand up the back of the left hand, left arm, left elbow, near the bicep, back of the shoulder as best you can, and then up and along the side of the neck. Maybe you reach away, and then back, past the front of the chest, the armpit, the bicep, the inside of the elbow, forearm, wrist, and the hands come together. Perfect. We'll do that one more time. Relax your arms in between if you need to. And then exactly the same thing again. The arms float up, right hand onto the back of the left, and stroke up the back of the arm. See if you can notice how the left arm feels. It's very easy to know how the right hand feels. Back of the shoulder, up the side of the neck, big reach. And then back across the front of the chest, across the armpit, bicep, through the elbow, the forearm. Two hands come together, and we'll just let the hands relax. We'll pause and notice how the left hand feels. Maybe you want to give everything a bit of a wiggle, a bit of a roll, a bit of a stretch. Very nice. So our last little bit of movement before we start to think about coming in to a relaxation. I did tell you it would be gentle. Our last little bit of movement is going to be through the neck. So we're going to just find a very gentle bit of rolling and movement through the neck, and we can encourage with the hands if we want to. So we'll start by using our inhale breath to look up, to lift up. Using our exhale breath to tuck our chin down to our chest as much as we can. Hello. Use your inhale breath to look up. Your exhale breath to look down. Use your inhale breath to come back to center. And your exhale breath to turn the head to the right. Use your inhale breath to come back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to center. See if you can keep it really calm. Exhale over to the right, finding a bit of a stretch through the right side of the neck. Inhale to draw back to center. Last one. Exhale over towards the left. Last one like this. Bit of a stretch if you can. So coming up to your limit. Maybe casting your eyes back behind you. And then drawing your gaze back through to center. We've been joined. A very noisy cat. Okay, from here, we're going to take the neck in a different direction. Go as much or as little as you want to into this. You don't have to go right to your limit. You can stay in the range that is comfortable. So from here, we're going to take a big inhale breath. We're going to exhale, release the left ear to the left shoulder. So as if you were kind of holding the phone between the crook of your shoulder and your ear, but you want to relax your shoulder. Let your shoulder go completely. From there, take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, roll your chin down through center and up to the other side, releasing your right ear to your right shoulder. Again, your shoulder is as relaxed as you can get it. Really let your shoulder go. Breath in here. Roll back through center, chin through chest. Take it nice and slow, go at your own pace, and we'll go one more time on each side. So you're coming up to the other side, your left ear dropping to your left shoulder. Long in the right hand side of your neck. Inhale here. Exhale to release back through center. All the way up to your right. Right ear to right shoulder. Exhale to let go. Draw yourself back to the middle. You can choose a hand. I don't mind which hand you choose. You choose whichever one makes most sense for you. And bring that hand to your forehead. Use the hand to help your head come back up to the top. So you're not using all the muscles of your neck. And then you can just let that hand relax. Your hands can rest wherever you like. Maybe in your lap, maybe on your very needy cat, or maybe on your body. Maybe you want to bring one hand and the other onto the center of the chest. You can lean yourself back into your chair here. If you need to get a blanket or a jumper, you're welcome to do that. And I want you to gently release your body. Let it go. So we're going to finish off our practice today with a very gentle scan through the body. And our body scan is not an opportunity to look for things that are wrong. It's an opportunity to just look at the body as it is. So really just accepting the body as it is, noticing how the body can soften and release. So find yourself in a comfortable position. Lean back in your chair, maybe gently close your eyes. And think about bringing your attention down to your feet. Notice how your feet feel. And you don't have to change them, you don't have to move them. They're perfect just as they are. Just notice them. Let your attention rise up to your ankles. Your shin bones. Your calf muscles. Your knees. And your thighs. See if you can relax your hips. The strong muscles around your bottom and your lower back. Relax the middle of your back and then your upper back between your shoulders. Then see if you can relax your shoulders. Bring your attention to your tummy. Relax your belly. Maybe notice sensations of digestion, of the fabric of your clothes against your skin at your belly. Maybe you notice the way the breath moves in the belly. Notice the chest and your collarbones. And then bring your attention to your hands. Let your attention rise up your arms. And see if you can relax one more time your shoulders. Relax your neck. Your jaw. All the muscles of your face. Relax all the muscles of your head completely. Feel your face and head completely relaxed. soften and release the whole body. The whole body. Drop back into that easy, relaxed breath. Feel yourself sinking, relaxed and comfortable into the chair. Feel the chair rising up to meet you, to hold and support the body. And just notice your comfortable, relaxed breath. Notice your breath as it brings with it into the body new, fresh energy. Enough energy maybe for a wiggle of the fingertips, a point and flex, and stretch of your toes on the floor. If you feel like you want to, you're welcome to take a big breath and a stretch of the arms to wherever you want to. And then we'll breathe out and gently let the hands come onto the body if they're not already. Take a breath in through your nose and have a sigh through your mouth. You can seal your practice however you like. Maybe you want to bring your hands to heart center or bow the head to the heart or anything else that works for you as a gesture of gratitude. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Marlow also sends his thanks. He's just down here on the floor. He skipped out of view. And hopefully I'll see you all again really soon.